Hey everyone, today in this video we are going to learn how to make a JSON server and also how to deploy it on Render or Cyclic or Heroku. But Heroku is not free, so I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use Render so we can deploy our backend. Now, we are simply going to start by creating a folder here, okay? And we will keep the name of it mock and just open this folder in your VS Code. So before making any server or doing any backend work, we have to do npm init, so it can be a backend project. Okay. Now we are going to write in terminal npm init and -y. Okay, space -y. It will create a package.json file where you can configure our all the project related things. So as you can see, this is a package.json file in which you can see some information about your project that you are going to create, and also the script key that's where you can run your servers. So basically, we need one file here called index.js. Okay, so it will be our entry point because it is set to the index.js. Okay, you can keep it any name, but you have to change it here also. So your server can just run this folder. Okay, now in index.js, but before doing any work here, I'm gonna create one more file that is get ignore. Okay, and uh, we are going to ignore this node modules file. So we are going to create that now. So what before that, you have to install the npm that is JSON server basically. So just write npm I JSON server. Okay, it will create a node module file where our JSON server pack and JSON server library will be there. So let's wait for a second, and you will get to see here that node module files. And after that, we have to go to the npm JSON server. Okay, npm.com. You can go there and you can simply write JSON server here, and you will get that search here. Now you can open it, and you will see your the documentation of JSON server here. So basically, if you go down there, you will see a boilerplate for our JSON server. Okay, so let me show you. Um, okay, here. So this is the server.js file basically, which we are going to paste this in our index.js file. You can name it whatever you want. They have named it as server.js. So I'm gonna click on index.js and we'll paste it here. And now you can see your node modules is also installed. Okay. And what's the problem here? Okay, the bracket is missing here. Okay, and also this circle. Okay, so now server dot is middleware and all that things. Okay, okay. So we have to define a port here. So it is by default taking 3000 ports, but we are going to use env file here. So I'm going to create .env, and this env file we are going to use like we are going to write the port number. So I'm going to write port something like this and keep it 4000. It's my choice what number I'm going to choose here, and then we have to go there and say const port. I'm so sorry. Port is equal to process dot env and dot port. Okay. So it will take that particular port number. Okay. That port houses. And if it is not there, suppose this env file is not there or this port is not defined, we are going to keep a by default port is that if it is not there, we can simply keep 4000 here. Okay. By default. So and instead of 3000, now we are going to give this port. Okay. So I'm going to write it port, and we are going to say on and plus port. So we can see which port number, which the server is running on which port number. Okay. Now it is mostly done. We are ready to run our npm JSON server basically. and you will see a command for how to run the server. So if you go to the documentation, as you can see here, uh, this command Json-server was dash dash was db.json. Okay, so just run this here. Okay, paste this here. So we are already using port, so we don't need to give alternative port. We can just simply remove it, and we can simply just enter. Once I enter it, you will see here a db.json file will created, in which we will see our database things like data. And as you can see here, it is started, and it is mostly started in. Okay, so the thing is, we have started Json-server, but no, it is actually started by global Json-server that I am using. So we have what we have to do. You have to come here, and we will start write a server here, or you can write start here. Okay, and we have to provide the path of our server. So it is index.js. Okay, so I'm going to say index node index.js. That this we have to run this file. So JS, and now we have to say npm start. Okay, now this will going to run our JSON server. So we don't need that command basically. You need this command when you are not creating your own server. You need it from your from the library. So just start npm server npm start, and you will see the it is started, and also it is running on 4000. So it is looking weird. So I'm gonna just give a space here. So it will start again. No, we have to close it, and we will start again. Now, as you can see, the JSON server has started, and if I go hit this URL, that is localhost 4000, it will going to work. And and as you can see, it is saying that your JSON server is deployed successfully. Now, if you want to access some, go to the db.json file, and you will see it is empty right now, basically. So let's just create something that I'm gonna say uh, my to-do list. Okay, suppose I'm going to use to-do. So I'm gonna give a array here, and we will give a ID like anything like one, and the title should be anything. Suppose I'm gonna give title this, and say yes, whatever you wanna write it here. Now, if I just hit this to do, okay, just name is to do's. This endpoint, I have to just give a slash and keep to do's here, and you will see nothing. But it has to be there. Why it is saying there is nothing, because we have to restart the server. That's why I think run server again, and now we will refresh it, and we will see some data. Yeah, it is showing there. So instead of running every time, like terminating the server and then start restarting the server, you can use a package called node1 npm I node1. It will run automatically whenever we change something in the file. So let's just install it, npm node1, and go to the package.json file here, and just simply say nodemon instead of node, and it will keep the track of the file that what changes are happening. Now I'm going to say npm start, and as you can see, it started with nodemon. And now if I refresh, it will going to give me the same data, but this time I'm going to change some data. Like this time I'm gonna you know copy this data and do some changes here. Say no, and you will see here, we have to just refresh it. We don't have to restart the server, and it will get updated. So this is the use of nodemon. Basically, we use to restart server every time when we make changes in the file. Now, the next thing is we have to deploy this server which we have created on uh, basically on our server services like whatever the deployment service available, like render, Heroku, or Cyclic. So for that, you have to just go to the render.com. You have to create your account there. So I'm going to just simply log in with GitHub. And once I go there, you can see, just go to the render. Okay, just go to the home page. You will see something like this. And clicking on the new button, you will see web services. Click on it. Once you click on it, it will ask for the repo which you are going to deploy. So as I told you, we have to, uh, you know, we have to create this. I'm gonna simply keep it data, okay, here, and I'm not gonna use it this, okay. And we have to deploy this on the server. So for that, we have to first push this in our GitHub. So I'm gonna use GitHub, github.com, and I'm gonna create a repository, and it should be private, okay. And I'm gonna name the repository as mock server, okay. And okay, it is already exists, so I'm gonna say just mock, whatever the name you wanna give, you can give it, yeah. And this is just a mock server. It's depend upon you. You wanna keep it, you can keep it. And that's it. It's done. Create a repository. So when it's done, once it's done, you have to just copy this thing, and uh, basically you have to copy this thing. Okay, remember. So just click on it. Get it will get copied. Now we have to just go to the terminal, and we will say npm init. Okay. Once you do it, not, I'm sorry, not npm init, it's get init. Uh, get init, and we will say get remote add origin, and the URL which we copied, you can just simply set it to that, and just add get add get commit. Now, one thing also we don't have to push, that is this env file. So I'm going to go in a node modules, and simply I will say .env. Okay. And it will also get ignored. And then again we have to add this. So get commit added server, enter, and we will say get push origin master, and it will get pushed in our repo. We can just refresh it, and it is there. Okay. Now go to the render, and you will create on new web services, and you will see this, our whatever we are deployed. You can see here. So basically, you have to just connect your GitHub here, and once you connect it, you can see your repository here. Now just click on connect, and it will start to deploy my server. So basically, before that, we have to we have to give some information. So I'm gonna give mock. Okay, mock. The name of the server is mock, and okay, right. The source directory, it is already the same which the file is, where the file is. Now build commands are uh, basically npm I, okay, whatever the build commands you need. So I'm gonna say npm install, and it is a build command. Whatever you are using, it will whatever the packages you are using, it will going to install all the things. And the next thing is start command is node index.js. Great, it is working. So now we have to just create web services. So it will take some time to deploy. I'm gonna pause this video for some time so that you don't have to wait. So as you can see, our site is live now, and status change, and also you can see JSON server is running on, that is given that is 10,000, because so see, it is taking on 10,000 because we haven't pushed the dot environment file. Okay, so it is taken by default port. Okay, so it's depend upon you. You want to keep it, you can keep it. Otherwise, you want to set the environment, then you can see here the tab here and click on the environment, and you will see something like this, like in one variables. So you want to add the environment variables, you can click on it, add environment variables, and you can simply write that particular thing. So I have written the port there and given the value to the 4000. So and save the changes. Okay. Now once it's set, you will go to events basically, and you will see the deployment has started again, and it will take a little bit of time. So I'm again going to pause. Now you can see it is saying that Json-server is running on 4000 port. So as you can see, we haven't added the .env file. That's why it is saying that it was started on 10,000. But now we have added the environment from our side in that particular time, and it is now started the server on the port that which we wanted. Okay. Now, as you can see, this is your backend URL, which it is given by the render, and you can simply copy it and paste it, and you will see, congratulations, your JSON server has, running successfully. Now, if you wanna just hit the data point, you will see that there is a empty array because we haven't, you know, uh, entered any data inside it. So, if you wanna check this that it is working or not, you can simply go to the Postman. Okay, just copy this URL and hit Postman, go to a workspace here, and you can simply just go to the my workspace, and once it's done, create a new workspace here by clicking on this plus icon, and I'm gonna post some data there. So select post, give the URL, and just go to the body, click on raw, okay, and click on JSON here, and just start making a JSON data simply. So I'm gonna keep ID here, okay. So I should be one, and the data should be like, I'm going to put the data here. So like data should be like title, and title, and it should be like title, and the title should be hello. Okay. Now if I just send this, you will see that the data will get added to our JSON server that is which is deployed. So as you can see, it is giving me a response that is it is successfully added. Now if I go and copy this URL and hit enter in your browser, you will see that it is coming. The empty array is now filled with one data, as you can see. So you can perform many operations like get. If you want to get the information that you have put it in, you can simply just hit the. You will see whatever the data is present there. You can simply get it, and you can also perform patch, delete, whatever the operation you can perform on this URL. Okay. So this is it in this video, and I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching this. We will meet in the next video.